The first 5 terms in a pattern are shown below. Okay, we have, now I'm going to go ahead and start by labeling these. Here's my first term. And I'm even going to go further than that and just make a little pattern box. There's my first term, second term, third term, fourth term, and fifth term. So here's my first term, my second term, my third term, my fourth term, and my fifth term. All right? Now, the way these patterns work, n is the number of term it is in the sequence. So this is my n, which we could also call like the x, or the independent value. The actual value of the term is the y. So you're saying y equals, and then you have all this stuff. This is what you call your pattern rule. The number of the term times whatever stuff, minus or plus something, and you get the actual value of the term. Okay, so you put, for example, I would put the 1 in here, 0.75 times 1 minus 1.25. I should get, for my y value, I should get this. Okay, now we can do that actually in the calculator. We're going to go to the y equals screen. And I'm just going to go here and put in 0.75 in, which is really the same as 0.75 in. And I'm going to put the x for my n letter. I'm going to put the x variable minus 1.25. Okay, I'm going to go to my table, second graph. I'm going to see if my table matches the one on the paper. Now, we don't have a 0 starting value, so actually the 0 starting value would probably be what this number is, so that matches. And then the first one is negative 0.5. That looks good. The second one is negative 0.25. But see, this one is positive 0.25, so it doesn't match. It only takes one thing off for it not to match. But here's another thing off. The third one should be 0, and our third one is 1. So that's not working out for us. So it's not choice A. So we go back to y equals, we delete that out. We put in the next choice, negative 0.25 x minus 0.75. All right, we go to our table. Oh, you know what? I was looking at the wrong one. Let me try that again. Negative 0.25x minus, okay, there we go. I think I looked down at the other one. Negative 0.25x minus 0.25. We go to the table, second graph. Okay. So we have the first one should be negative 0.5. There it is. The second one should be negative 0.25, but our second one is negative 0.75. It doesn't match. Third one should be 0. This third one's negative 1. Choice B doesn't work. Okay, let's go back to y equals and clear it out. Choice C. All right, I'm going to put in 0.25x minus 0.75. I go to my table, and the first term should be negative 0.5, and there it is, negative 0.5. The second term should be negative 0.25, and there it is, negative 0.25. The third term should be 0, and it is. The fourth term, 0.25, there it is. The fifth term, 0.5, there's the fifth term, 0.5. All right, so that looks pretty good. How about the starting value? If this was 0, what are we left with? Negative 0.75. And look, at 0, it's negative 0.75. So this one's good to go. Let's just be double sure and look at choice D. Negative 0.5 in, which is negative 0.5x, plus 0.25. Second graph. We have 1 negative 0.25, but this is 1 negative 0.5. You see that this 1 should go to that, but it goes to this. So that one's not working either. So the correct answer is choice C.